everyone, it's Raquel of Raquel's Caribbean Cuisine, and today's recipe is going to be Jamaican Easter bun, also called spice bun. This is a must-have around the Easter times for Jamaicans, and it's eaten with a delicious, tasty cheddar cheese. It's moist, it's flavorful, it's absolutely delicious. So first to a container, I'm going to add 1 bottle of Dragon Stout, or you could use a bottle of Guinness or Malta if you don't want to use alcohol. Here I'm using a bottle of Dragon and a bottle of Malta. Now to this I'm going to add some sugar, and most people place this over the stove so the ingredients could be nicely dissolved, but I don't think that is necessary. Just going to mix until everything comes together nicely. Now to this I'm going to add some melted butter, also 2 beaten eggs, and to the eggs I'm going to add a tablespoonful of orange zest, and the orange zest not only cut the egg smell but also gives great flavor. And for this Easter spice bun recipe, if you have all your ingredients prepped, this will just be like 1, 2, 3. Really easy and simple. A full ingredient amount will be listed down below in the description box. Also to this I'm going to add some browning or some molasses to give the bun that beautiful brown color. Also going to add some vanilla essence and rose water for flavor, and this is smelling really good. Also going to add some guava jam. Yes, and I was told this gives the bun a world of difference in flavor. I'm yet to try it without the jam. Just gonna mix this until everything is nicely dissolved. Here now I am adding some mixed peels. A spice bun is normally loaded with fruits and spices, hence its name. Also gonna add some raisins that was soaking in rum. Also going to add some chopped cherries, but if you don't like fruits, you could definitely use less or just exclude it altogether. Remember, you're making this for your liking, right? So just use what you like. So now that all the wet ingredients are nicely combined, it's now time for the dry ingredients. So now to a separate bowl in with some flour, about 6.5 cups to be exact, and this will give me 2 Easter buns, but you could cut the ingredients in half for 1 bun. Also to this I'm going to add some baking powder, some salt, some mixed spice for great flavor, some grated nutmeg, and some cinnamon powder. Just going to mix this until everything is nicely combined. Right, so now that we have our wet and dry ingredients fully prepped, I'm going to sift the dry ingredients. Going to gradually add that in, and I'm going to mix this until it's nice and smooth. So now that this is nicely mixed and you don't want your batter to be too thick, it should be nice and runny in order to get a moist texture instead of some rock cake type of bun. So now to my already greased pan, I'm going to pour about 3/4 of the pan, leaving back a bit of space because it's going to rise. I'm going to add some cherries and some mixed peels on top for that beautiful presentation, but that's also optional. And to a preheated oven, I'm going to allow this to bake at 350 degrees for about 1 hour. So while the spice buns are baking, I'm going to make a nice glaze for when it's done. To a bowl, I'm going to add a bit of jam, a tip of sugar, a tubs of melted butter, and some molasses or browning for color. Just going to mix this until it's nicely dissolved. Exactly 1 hour later, these buns are ready, and oh my goodness, these are smelling amazing. I'm going to glaze them, giving them that beautiful sheen, and you could simply use some honey or some melted butter to glaze them. And I'm going to allow these to sit and cool down for at least 15 minutes before cutting into them. This was still hot because when I tell you, I really could not wait. But talk about moisture, talk about flavor, talk about perfection. This was the best tasting Easter bun I've ever had, and I'm not even tooting my own horn, but this was just exceptional. And this Jamaican Easter bun is normally eaten with Jamaican tasty cheddar cheese, so the bun is sweet and the cheese is savory. Great combination. I just want to thank you so very much for watching, and remember, if you like this video, do not leave without clicking the like button.